If you are someone that deals with a crippling sense of insufficiency, your ability to discount any good thoughts you have in your mind is going to be so strong. I'm speaking from personal experience, right? As the guy that was chronically unconfident and still has the imposter syndrome that does creep in. You have to start with action. It needs to be, okay, what would have had to have happened in a week's time for me to look back on that week and find pride in myself? When you say, I'm going to wake up tomorrow at 7 a.m. and when the option comes to hit the snooze button, don't do it. There's one win that you've got. Stop breaking promises to yourself.
Self-knowledge creates self-trust. And a lot of it's like learning to trust ourselves. If I don't know what I love about myself, how am I ever going to trust myself? How am I going to trust that I have my best interest at heart?
It's impossible to become enough. This is a huge mind f***. Like, oh my God. You can only always be enough. It has to come first. You're enough, why? Just 'cause. You can't justify being enough where you're not enough. So what that means is all the requirements, all the conditions that are in the way from you realizing you're enough, you must let go of them. One is, I'll only be enough when I'll achieve my goals. No, because then that's a requirement. That doesn't mean don't achieve your goals, it means detach your self-worth from it.
The key for a man is self-control. For a man, your body sometimes speaks against you. It will crave pleasure. Your key to successful mental health is complete and utter self-control in terms of your mind, body, and soul. You control what you consume. You don't go and sleep with every single one. You actually gain far more self-esteem when you reject women than when you accept women. That man that has women that he's rejecting feels far greater than that man who can't say no to anybody because he's jumping at the opportunity. Now, when a man practices self-control, he becomes such an unshakable being.
Self-esteem is not built by other people, it's built by you. No amount of people telling you you are amazing is going to make you think you're amazing if you're not doing the work. Worse, you'll create an entitled, sniveling little generation who thinks they're entitled to everything and nothing is their fault when you constantly feed them that bullshit. Telling me I'm a winner when I got 8th place didn't help me become a winner. It didn't make my life better. It didn't build my character. Self-esteem is an inside job. Nobody can build your self-esteem for you.
I said to my son, I gotta ask you a question, and I'm being serious. I said, do you believe you created yourself? He said, no. I said, do you believe there's a creator? He said, of course I do, for real, for real. You don't owe me nothing. This is you. Do you believe that there's something out here that's bigger than you? He said, of course I do, Dad. I said, do you believe that you are the greatest level of all creation? He was like, of course, because we can make decisions. We can do things. I say, so as a human, do you believe you were just born to be in a relationship, have sex, and have money and buy stuff? No, I guess it's something bigger than that, Dad. It's like, I guess the other thing is a calling. I said, well, if you believe that, why have you never gone after your calling? Why you spend so much time worrying about a relationship? Why you spend so much time, son, worried about money and cars and stuff? I said, because here's the trick, son. If you get this and that, you still might not get you. Don't go after low-hanging fruits. Here's the deal. If you get to the top of the tree, all the fruit from the bottom at the top is going to be there. So I don't need you focusing on cars and money and stuff. You're going to get that. I need you to focus on why you were born in the first place. Why are you here on earth for this particular time? What are you doing here? Anybody can buy a car, son. Animals get in relationships. Animals have sex and have kids. It's got to be deeper than that. If you're higher than humans, then while you're here on earth, you got to do more than what animals do.